are you concerned about a complete ban in 2014?
I'm concerned about any complete ban until we hold hearings and find out. I don't know who's out there or what. I guess I should say that. What? We know that obviously we cannot be in a position where animals are kept behind a farm fence with children going up and down the road. I mean, this is unbelievable. So, given that and the fact that we didn't know that a couple of months ago, I understand the governor's done extensive research on this. I don't want to belittle the governor's posture on this at all, but I think it's something that we're really going to want to hold hearings on. I know that he has spent a great deal of time on this particular problem. Here's our master of wild animals, particularly horses. Very good with horses.
While serving with the Speaker in 1985, we've been working on this now for 27 years. House Bill 283 was introduced that dealt with exotic animals. Back then, we didn't get a hearing. Maybe it's time that we will have hearings, and this caucus will address every problem we see. But just give you a note, we did introduce a bill in 1985.
Mr. Speaker, since you guys left, there have been 2 earthquakes up in the Youngstown area near this injection well. Do you think you guys will have hearings on the injection process, or do you expect that
He's in Youngstown.
I thought so. Our expert in the field, the chairman of the Ag and Natural Resources Committee, is in Youngstown today. He's holding hearings and also has experts there with him from around the country. One from Stanford. I can't remember where they're all from, but these are outstanding experts. And is going into these issues up there. I think it's important that the public understand that whatever happened in Youngstown, it wasn't Bobby Hagan's fault, and it was not the fault. It was not the fault of fracking. These were wells that were for a different purpose. These are wells that have been used over many, many years to put substances down into the ground at depth, which would otherwise be damaging to the environment. And there seemed to be a confusion about the origin of the material in the wells. Yes, ma'am.
Could you give a couple details about this Jobs Ohio 2 bill, what exactly this will do that you didn't get done in the first Jobs Ohio bill?
Well, there are a number of things that did not get done. I don't want to get into this. Is the governor done it publicly about this? Has he talked about this? I think we'll, with all due respect to my experts, we'll wait on the governor to float this beauty. And I think, I can't think of anything that he's talking about more at this point than this particular completion of the legislation, which brought together absolutely an amazing board of directors. General Motors, well, I shouldn't say General Motors, they're not worth much, but someone who was at the top of the economy could not have gotten a board of directors together like he has on this issue. And I think it would be inadvisable and inappropriate for me to usurp what I know the governor is going to want to talk about, and it might come out in the State of the State.
Speaker, back to Senate Bill 5 real quick. There were some parts of that bill, particularly those relating to transparency, that I don't think I really heard ever any argument from either side why it shouldn't be put together. Is there any talks of maybe just going forward with that element of the bill?
There's certainly thought about it. I think one of the things that we want to make certain of is that we are not entering into an area where there will be confusion in the public mind about it. There was plenty of confusion in the last go-around, and so I think we have to be very careful in bringing it forward. That piece of legislation moved awfully fast, considering its the breadth that it had, and I don't want to get into that again. The only people that had fun on that aren't up here today.
Thank you, everyone.
I got a question.
All right, Joe, this is it.
Speaker, you mentioned pension reform. Are you committed to taking that on this year or not?
I'm not committed to doing anything until we have a report from an outside entity which is going to be doing measurement that is new. Particularly, I'm concerned about the long-term assumptions that are presently in the law. For those of us who are senior citizens, it's not a big thing. But for those who are putting in money now, we need to know what kind of assumptions we can make about the return on investment. That is key and crucial. That will protect young people who have one of the best pension systems in the country, if they're teachers in Ohio or if they're public employees in Ohio. But we want to make sure about the strength and the predictability of the reliability of those funds.